my typical usual thing is, which is put it on my iPad to check the stream, just to make sure everything's okay and working. It should. And so far it is. Perfect. Alright, let's start the second game of the day, which is game 2 of 4. We might even do a 5th one. I got a notification. Care less about that. Show me the Rockies and Padres at Petco Park. As it's going to be Kyle Freeland on the mound for the Rockies and Joe Musgrove's going to be on the mound for the Padres. Very interesting. Very interested to see what will happen in this game.
What I missed to say before is that you are my love galore.
Welcome everyone to Petco Park in San Diego, California. It's going to be game 2 of this series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Padres lead this series 1-0. There was Tatis in the dugout there. On the mound to start things off, it's going to be Joe Musgrove. He got paid really well in the offseason. And to start things off for the Rockies, batting first, Jonathan Diaz. And we're going to start things off with a slider by Musgrove. After this game, we'll be heading out to Dodger Stadium to see the Diamondbacks versus the Dodgers. Oh, 2 here for Joe Musgrove. There's the first ball of the game thrown on a cutter. We'll end the day off with a game in Seattle. It'll be game 2 of the series between the Guardians and the Rockies. And off the glove of the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth went to field the ball, but bounced off the top of his glove, and Jonathan Diaz is on first. Second for the Rockies here is Charlie Black. Interesting. Like I said from the games, just like I said last time I did the game 1, Charlie Black is really the only guy left of those good Rocky teams. Arenado got traded, DJ LeMahieu left them, and any resorts of any good pitching left them as well. And a strikeout, the first of the game for Joe Musgrove. All right, here go the third here is Chris Bryant. I still remember when Chris Bryant signed in the offseason. Not the offseason that just happened, but the one before that.
No, he's safe.
With the Rockies, and everyone was thinking, why would he sign with the Colorado Rockies? It was such a weird signing. Bryant fouls that one off 0-2. Chris Bryant, former Rookie of the Year winner and part of the 2016 Cubs team that won the World Series.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Would stay with the Cubs until 2022 when he was traded. To, who did he get traded to? I think he got traded to the Giants. I believe that's who he went to. I think he went to the Giants.
3-2.
Yeah, 2021, he got traded to the Giants at the trade deadline. And then in that same offseason, he signed with the Rockies. Strikeout number 2 for Joe Musgrove. And here comes the power batter of this lineup, the first baseman, C.J. Cron. That's if he's playing first baseman in this game. He might be playing DH today. Who knows? A Cron. Ooh, man, he's got power. He's got so much power in that bat. He's like Eloy Jimenez from Chicago, from the Chicago White Sox. Lots of power in that bat. And another strikeout. That's 3 today for Joe Musgrove. All right, bottom first here on the mound for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland. And to start things off for the Padres, it's Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts was the Padres' big free agent signing in the offseason. He played a lot in Boston, and Boston let him go, which I was surprised about. Other than that, the Padres signed a couple of depth players and some re-signings.
Ball, that's out.
2-1 here to Bogarts by Freeland. Juan Marquez pitched pitched in game 1 for the Rockies. And nice
2 strikes.
curve there thrown by Freeland. And Bogarts is off the wall there. Bogarts had a fine 2022 season with the Boston Red Sox. And 2021 as well. Bogarts hits it up in the air. Will it drop? It doesn't. It's caught by the center fielder for the Rockies. Rest of the lineup for the San Diego Padres. Second is Jake Cronenworth. Third is Juan Soto. Fourth, Fernando Tatis Jr. Fifth, Manny Machado. Sixth, Nelson Cruz. Seventh, Matt Carpenter. Eighth, Austin Nola. And batting cleanup today will be Trent Grisham. All right, here we go. Number 2 batter of the day, the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth hits the ball, and that's a great hit by Cronenworth right out to the wall. And that'll definitely be extra bases for Cronenworth. The Crone zone going third, he gets a triple. Jake Cronenworth starts off today with a triple. Here we go, here's Juan Soto. One of the best young guys in the league. I still can't believe that Juan Soto is like, what, 25? I believe he's 25 or 26. I don't remember the exact age for Soto, but he is still a good age. 1-1 here to Juan Soto. Soto was an All-Star in 2021 and 2022, both times with the Washington Nationals, and he was traded in 2022 for the Padres. Soto hits it up here. That'll be out at first, but that scores a run. A sacrifice there by Juan Soto. His team up by 1. Here is Fernando Tatis Jr. Nando is one hell of a player. Only 24 years old. The last time he played a season in the MLB, he finished top 3 in MVP voting. He had one hell of a year in 2021. Let's just do that in 2023. He can get back to form. Because this is just his second game coming back from injuries and stuff. And that's the end of that inning. 1-0 Padres thanks to Juan Soto and Jake Cronenworth. The second to start things off, it's Elias Diaz. He's batting 5th for the Rockies.
Nope.
Interesting call on that slider there. The fans don't like that one bit here in San Diego. Another slider, and it's 1-1 here to Elias Diaz. Elias Diaz, I believe is who that is.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Elias Diaz is he's the guy over in Oakland playing for the Athletics.
That's a ball.
3-1 here to Diaz with
Three
Ryan
balls,
McMahon
1
up next for the Rockies, their third baseman. Diaz is going to foul that one off, full count. And Diaz going to pop one up, and that's going to be called out right by Tatis. Batting 6th here is Ryan McMahon, lefty, playing third over for the Rockies. And a check swing by McMahon. Doesn't work in his favor. 0-1 for Musgrove.
Ball, that's in.
And 1-1 on the inside. Fans are not liking that. They should like that, as that's actually a ball. Cronenworth swings on an outside pitch, 1-2.
Ball, inside.
And 2-2 here to Ryan McMahon. McMahon does have a good bat. The only problem is he doesn't really do too well with defense. McMahon hits a ball, and that's mainly just a fly out to Juan Soto, playing over left today. Here's Alan Trejo. And that's a foul already by Trejo. He had a good game last game, actually. 1 for 3. He did a double and an RBI. That is good for Trejo.
Ball, that's outside.
If I remember correctly, he's playing second Yes, he is playing second because Ezekiel Tovar is playing at shortstop,
2 balls,
which is their
1 strike.
rookie this year for the Rockies. And Tovar is good. I like Ezekiel Tovar.
Aye.
2-2 here to Alan Trejo. And that's a pop-up. Can Jake Cronenworth get it? And he does. And that'll end the top of the second inning. Still 1-0 Padres. Bottom of the second, starting off with Manny Machado, third baseman. Machado hits a ball, and that's definitely going to go for extra bases here for Manny Machado. Man, oh Manny. And Machado gets to second base for the Padres. Here he goes, batting sixth, the DH, Nelson Cruz. Runner on second here for the Padres.
Ball.
Sinker for a ball. Nelson Cruz, who's played a lot of seasons here in the MLB. He's been in a lot of different teams like the Baltimore Orioles, the Texas Rangers, Washington Nationals, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Minnesota Twins, the Padres. This year he's played for a lot of teams. And I still remember his best years being over in Texas, back when the Rangers were really good. Cruz hits a ball. Will be a Cruz missile. No, a diving play by Bryant doesn't go too well. That might score a run. And it will. Machado scores for second. It's 2-0 Padres. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's playing second today for the Padres. Now what the Padres would usually do is have like Carpenter at first, Cronenworth at second, and then put like Bogarts or Ha-Seong Kim at shortstop.
0-2 is the count.
Carpenter, former Yankee and Cardinal. Carpenter was really good with the St. Louis Cardinals. I almost said Arizona. But the dude has a lot of power in his bat. He's not really a fast guy or a defensive player. He's just really good at hitting the ball with power. 1-2 here to Carpenter.
2 strikes.
And with a 2-0 Padres lead. And a strikeout, the first of the game here for Kyle Freeland. And here's Austin Nola, the catcher. Former member of the Seattle Mariners back in 2019. I remember they got Nola in 2020 due to a trade. Nola, ooh, good catch by Ezekiel Tovar there at shortstop. Tovar is a big dude over at shortstop, so he can definitely get the balls. And here's the guy playing center field for the Padres, Trent Grisham.
Ball.
If I remember correctly, Trent Grisham won the Gold Glove last year in the NL for center field. Grisham hits a ball. Will it drop? It will. Will be able to score though. No, and it's 3-0 Padres. 3-0 Padres right now in this game. And here's Xander Bogaerts. Trying to steal second here, and he is safe at second. Trent Grisham steals second base. Whoa! Max speed of 20.95. Man, that dude was flying. Trent Grisham was running on the base paths. 1-1 to Bogaerts here by Freeland. Bogaerts, well, like I said, he's mostly known for his time with the Boston Red Sox.
Ball 2.
I believe he even won, yeah, he won a World Series with them in 2018. Bogaerts hits a ball, and will it leave? No, Chris Bryant is able to track that down, though, in the second, but still more damage done. 3-0 3-0 Padres. Top of the third here, starting off is Jerickson Profar, former member of the San Diego Padres.
Ball 1.
He played, if I remember correctly, he played left field for them. That was even before Tatis was hurt or anything like that. And then, of course, he got hurt, and then Profar then did really well. And then they got Soto. And then Profar decides in the offseason, after they go all the way to the NLCS, to sign with the Rockies. And there's a strikeout for Joe Musgrove, his 4th, if I remember correctly. I believe that's his 4th of the day. Ezekiel Tovar, the rookie shortstop. And right to third base, Machado, and Machado gets him out. Jonathan Diaz back up for the Rockies. He's 1 for 1 thanks to a ball bouncing off the glove of Cronenworth. He's 2 for 5 last game. Yeah, that's all right. 2 sliders there, run the line by Musgrove. And Diaz will foul that one off. Still 0-2 for him, with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning with a 3-0 lead for the Padres. And strikeout. Check swing there by Diaz. Here we go to begin the bottom of the third. Jake Cronenworth, who got a triple in the bottom of the first inning. Already a fastball there thrown by Kyle Freeland. Jake's did okay against Kyle Freeland in his career. Ball thrown there by Freeland off the slider, 1-1. Rockies franchise isn't really known for pitching well. They're more known for offense and their home field, which is Coors Field. Cronenworth hits a ball, but it's easily caught out that first by, I believe that's CJ. Yep, CJ Perone today is playing first base. Here's Juan Soto. And Soto gets a hit. And up now is Fernando Tatis Jr. Let's see what Nando has in store at this at-bat.
Ball 1.
And it's 1-0 for Tatis. After Tatis, it will be Manny Machado. 1-1 to Tatis.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I still remember in 2020 in the playoffs when the Padres were in a wild card series against the Cardinals. I still remember when he did the backflip, and there's a double play for the Rockies. All right, to start the 4th, it's Charlie Blackmon.
Ball in.
Oh, there's a yawn. Yeah, Blackmon was a second-round pick in 2008. That's how long he's been playing. And all of the seasons have been with the Rockies. Bad part, though, with Blackmon, he was drafted the year after the Rockies made the World Series in 2007. Rocky-tober that's what it was called, but they didn't win the World Series because they were swept in 4 games by the Cardinals. Or not the Cardinals, who won the World Series in 2007? Oh, the Red Sox. The Red Sox swept them. There's a catch there by Bogarts. And here's Chris Bryant. Yeah, that Red Sox team was good in 07. And there's no way that the Rockies will be able to beat them. Let's see what Bryant will have in store at his second at-bat of the day. Musgrove about to throw pitch 50 here. Bryant's going to pop that one up to Cronenworth for the second out of this 4th inning. And here's the powers of CJ Perone.
Nope. Ball
1. There's a yawn. I got some
That's ball 2.
pizza sitting out in the kitchen right
2
now.
balls, no strike.
I had a couple of slices after it came here. I'm saving up some more slices for the Heat versus Celtics game, which will be at 9:30 today, my time. And there's a 4-pitch walk to CJ Cron. Here's Elias Diaz. Alexis Diaz. That's actually probably who it is. Alexis Diaz.
0-1's the count.
Don't remember who he played for.
Did he go?
And they're saying that he went on that one. 0-2 here for Diaz. Whew. And Diaz somehow owed you a piece of that slider, which was away.
One ball.
And 1-2 here to Diaz. And Diaz gets a hit, but a good running grab there by Bogarts. Here to bomb the fourth to begin, Manny Machado. The captain of this team, as I like to call him. He's a big leader of this team. Helped them go all the way to the NLCS last year in the playoffs, losing to the Philadelphia Phillies. It was a pretty close series, actually, between the two teams, as there's the out here. Machado going to get the first base. Going up here is Nelson Cruz. Like I said earlier, Nelson Cruz played for those really good Texas Ranger teams back in, like, was it 09? Yeah, 09, 2010, 2012, when they were really damn good. Especially making the World Series in 2011. Losing to the Cardinals in 7 games, which that series was good in itself. Here's Matt Carpenter. Whew.
Ball 1.
2 outs here at the bottom of the fourth.
Count 1-0.
Carpenter, former 3-time All-Star with those Cardinals. Took them all, he helped take them all the way to a NLCS in 2015, but they ended up losing, or 2014, not 2015. In 2014, they ended up losing to the eventual World Series champions, the San Francisco Giants. All right, top the 5th here, it's Ryan McMahon for the Rockies.
That's the ball.
Man was 2 for 5 last game with a double, plus an RBI. Surprised that McMahon has yet to hit a home run this year, but I'm not surprised by any really of the Rockies that have hit a home run yet. I mean, they play in Coors as their home stadium, and Coors Field is an easy place to hit a home run in. And the ball flies, and what a strikeout there by Joe Musgrove with that slider. It was a 3-pitch strikeout. Here's Alan Trejo.
That's a ball.
I'm probably betting that he's playing DH today. Because Elias Diaz is most likely playing second for the Rockies. 2-1 to Trejo.
1 strike.
And 2-2 here to Trejo. Whew. And a fly out to Soto. 2 outs. And here's Jerickson Profar up the bat for the Rockies. Just heard a fan say overrated. Profar hits a ground out right to first, and that'll end the top of the 5th. Still 3-0 San Diego. In the bottom of the 5th inning with Austin Nola, the catcher. His brother, Aaron Nola, plays for the Phillies.
0-1.
And Aaron is a pitcher. And dude's a really good pitcher, Aaron Nola is. Underrated. to say about Aaron Nola. He's underrated as a pitcher. I would even call him one of the best pitchers in the National League. As that ball drops for Austin Nola. Trent Grisham here to clean up. Both franchises are different in their own rights. Padres have have definitely more superstars that played for them in their franchise history. Guys like Tony Gwynn, for example. Tony Gwynn was an amazing player for San Diego. I mean, his nickname is Mr. Padre for a reason. And he's one of, if not the best contact hitter in MLB history. Considering that this man faced some of the greatest pitchers of all time. I don't give the example. There's a trio of pitchers. Oh, we got a steal attempt here. Bogarts hits the ball down near the line to the third base. Can they get him out of third? No. Nolan is to third base. Bogarts is on first. Cronenworth up here. What I was saying was Maddox, Glavine, Tom Glavine, Greg Maddox. And there's another really dominant pitcher for the Braves in the 90s, which those three guys combined have a crap ton of strikeouts in their careers. Tony Gwynn only struck out against those guys. All three of them combined, Tony Gwynn only struck out 3 times against those guys, and 2 of them was against Tom Glavine. That's the hit up the center there by Cronenworth. It's now 4-0 San Diego. Looks like Kyle Freeland's going to be out of the game here. Yes, he is. It's Lament. Delson Lament is on the mound right now for the Rockies as Kyle Freeland's day ends in the bottom of the 5th inning because the Rockies are getting beaten up by the Padres. Juan Soto. Juan Soto does have a World Series championship, by the way, in his trophy case with the Washington Nationals back in 2019 when they won it against the Houston Astros in 7 games, which is the miracle of all championship runs in the MLB. A lot of people wrote off the Nationals back in like 3 or 4 months into the season. Most people wrote them off, and then next thing you know, they come into the playoffs and they win the World Series that year. And the Nationals haven't done jack all after. Bases loaded here for Fernando Tatis Jr. That's not good. I don't think you want the bases loaded with Fernando.
Nope.
Yet, home run champ Tatis was in 2021. And he was an all-star that year. He had a hell of a year in 2021.
2-0.
God knows what would have happened if he actually got to play in 2022. Came back in 2023 after the suspension was fully served by him. And he's been great. As there's a hit by Tatis. The ball was a little bobbled by Bryant. And that will score 2 runs in a 6-0 Padres. Here's Manny Machado. Soto and Tatis on second and first. As this Padre onslaught is destroying the Rockies pitching. And it's definitely one thing that the Rockies are kind of lacking in of, and that's pitching prospects. They don't really have any good pitching prospects. They have a few good prospects in their system, like Zach Veen. The throw here by Bryant, and he tags Soto out at home. Good throw by Chris Bryant.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Here's Nelson Cruz. Bryant does have an arm, so I'm not surprised he was able to throw Soto out at home. Bryant really showed off the arm in 2018 with the Chicago Cubs. He didn't win a Gold Glove or anything, but he does have a great arm. Cruz has over 2,000 hits in his career. Not a surprise when you play a lot of seasons. Cruz hits it up. Good catch by Lamet, and he throws out Cruz in the 5th inning. 6-0 Padres now. Top of the 6th inning, Ezekiel Tovar is up to bat for the Rockies. They don't even have a hit. Well, I should say a hit. They don't even have a run in this game. They do have a hit.
Inside, ball 1.
Which was the first pitch of the game. Well, I shouldn't say the first pitch. It was the first batter of the game. And Tovar will foul that one off for a 1-2 count at the top of the 6th inning. As the Rockies have just done nothing, and there's another strikeout for Musgrove. Jonathan Diaz now up. It's his 3rd appearance of the day. He's 1 for 2.
Nope, that's a ball.
And it's just barely a
Ball
ball
one,
off
no
that
strike.
pitch by Musgrove. Is the fan, and there's a fan in the background that said that he doesn't know how to umpire. 1-1 here to Diaz.
That's a ball.
It's a ball, 2-1 count to Diaz. Yawn. Diaz pops it up to foul, and Cronenworth will catch that one. And here's Charlie Blackman. Musgrove is about to throw pitch number 78 of the game, and he might go all the way, maybe. Whoa, Blackman, he did need a piece of that, but that's foul. 13 years he's played with Colorado. Can't believe it. Like I said, they could have let Blackman walk, but they let all their good talent go. Like I said, Nolan Arenado, all their good pitching, Trevor Story, DJ LeMahieu, all those guys. And that'll end the top of the 6th inning with that pop up the Bogarts. Bomb the 6th, so we'll start with Matt Carpenter. Carpenter, that's unlucky for him there. That was an easy pitch to hit. It's just sometimes that will happen to you. Austin Nola. He's now up. A good defensive catcher. He's not really defensive catcher. He's more of a well-rounded player.
No ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 here to Nola. Hey, he's not one of the best pitchers in this league, but he's not like the worst.
1 ball.
1-2 here to Nola. I wonder if the Rockies are going to put in another pitcher to start the bottom of the 7th. Strikeout for Lamet. Trent Grisham now at the bat to clean up. And Grisham will have it store the man in center field. Whew, that's just a strike. And the fans are hating that call by the umpire. Well,
Ball 1.
it's kind of the right call. It was right on that top part of the line. The ball covered more of where the strike zone was.
Ball 2.
2-1 here by
2
Lamet.
balls, 1 strike.
Lamet a lot different than Freeland. Freeland doesn't really throw as hard. And there's
2 balls,
2-2
2
here
strikes.
to Grisham. That's the thing with the Padres. They're top 5. They're like
3-2.
there are 5 guys in their lineup that start are really deadly. Grisham will foul that one off. Trent Grisham by Lamet. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 3. Whew. Bogaerts, that's a foul. A lot of souvenirs today for the fans. Bogaerts went 2 for 3 last game. Yeah, a double. Made sense.
Off the
Bogaerts.
plate, ball 1.
He was a really good contact hitter in 2022 and in 2020. Red Sox had a terrible year in 2020, and Bogaerts was really the only shining piece of that team. And I believe he took home the batting title in 2020, which for batting title means the highest average in the American League. Hit. No, they were not able to catch that out of right field. As it's now 7-0 San Diego. Now here comes the Crone zone. Jake Cronenberg. As their right fielder couldn't make that play.
Ball.
We start with 1-0 here to Cronenberg. The Padres have scored more runs than innings played so far. Cronenworth, former member of Tampa Bay. He left for them, of course, the year before they go to the World Series in 2020. One of the craziest World Series in history, 2020. Mainly because of Game 4. Game 4 was nuts. I still remember that game for a long time. Cronenworth with a great hit. That might leave, and no, bounces off the wall. That's a ground rule double. It is 8-0 San Diego. Here's Juan Soto. 8-0 Padres right now.
0-1's the count.
Whew.
1-1.
Soto over when he was with the Nationals. He was kind of like the Bryce Harper replacement. Harper was super good with the Nationals, but they hardly did much with him when it comes to like playoffs, but Harper's winning MVPs and stuff. And then he decided to go to the Phillies, and well, look what happened. He ended up going to a World Series with them. Would have been even better, though, if he was able to win a World Series with the Phillies. He still can, though. That Phillies team is good because they're not really built for regular seasons. They're more built for the playoffs. So if they get into the playoffs, look out. Here's Tatis. Tatis' dad did play in the MLB.
1-0.
I don't remember who, but I know he did play at one point. And Tatis Jr. he was a member of the Chicago White Sox, and they traded him. Traded him to the Padres. And still to this day, the White Sox regret that trade. Tatis hits the ball. That's going to be foul. And strikeout. Top of the 7th right now. The Rockies will come out with Chris Bryant. This is hit by Bryant in the outfield. What's up, Jonathan? Good to see you here in the chat. Good hit by Chris Bryant. One of the only hits of the game that the Rockies have had all day. As they've been blasted in this game 8-0. Good cutter by Musgrove. Padres known for their money-spending ways. They signed a lot of people to a good amount of deals. Guys like Joe Musgrove, Yu Darvish, Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr. They've signed a lot of guys to some good deals. Makes sense, though. You want those talents. Oh, Bogarts, the sliding play. And good sliding play with the throw there, the first by Xander Bogaerts.
The catcher, number 35, Elias Diaz.
Elias Diaz is now up to bat for the Rockies, their catcher.
1-1.
Oh, I just got a yawn here. Whew. Hopefully you saw the pay-per-view I put out yesterday there, Jonathan, because Ted Rothpage was in that tag match. Or not yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, Rothpage was in that tag team match with Jason Voorhees. Even though they did not win, it was still a good match. 2-1 here to Diaz. Diaz will pop one up, and that's a 2-2 count to Diaz. It's the second of 4 games today. That's a full count there with Ryan McMahon on deck. If there's no double play, then McMahon will come up to bat. And they walk Diaz. Here's Ryan McMahon to come up. He's got a chance to put some dent into that lead for the Padres if he can get the ball in play. There's a beautiful fastball by Musgrove. Yes, I did. I did see that, as apparently the an ambulance decided to come flying by my apartment. 1-2 to Ryan McMahon. Yeah, I did miss the first episode of MSW on Friday. Well, the first part of MSW, because I was out at some fireworks, so I wasn't able to see the first part. I did see all of the second part though.
I got 3 and 2.
Which, hey, I'll take it. Me and Grim Gory beat Moxley and David Finlay in a tag match, which is great. Trejo, or McMahon, sorry, he just hit that into the foul territory. Almost hit the ball boy with that. Full count McMahon here. And McMahon, second, first, double play, and that'll end the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th here for Padres. It's Manny Machado,
Third baseman,
captain of the team.
Machado.
And already a fast strikeout from Machado. Well, a strike, not a strikeout. Machado 2 for 3 today.
I got a ball,
And
1
I
strike.
expect him to have good games. It's Manny Machado, for God's sakes. One of the best third basemen in all baseball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, I have seen that match. It was a good match. So you got revenge for the pay-per-view
Ball 3.
because you lost.
3 balls, 1 strike.
You lost at my pay-per-view. You lost, but you won on MSW. Machado hits it over the third baseman, and that's just a ground out. Because McMahon does have a little bit of a cannon on the arm. Here's Nelson Cruz.
Count 1 and 0.
Whew. And then, if I remember correctly, Rock Page did wrestle. Yeah, he did wrestle at Shockwave Wrestling's latest pay-per-view, Wave of Fury. He ended up in a Money in the Bank match where he did not win Money in the Bank. Because stupid Chaz Foreman won it. Here's Matt Carpenter. Guy on first for him. Now, if this was Cardinals Matt Carpenter,
That's a ball.
then the pitchers would be a little bit
Ball
more
1, no
scared
strike.
of Matt Carpenter. Because that dude, back when he was with the Cardinals, if anyone was on base, he was deadly. But he's old now.
Ball 2.
He still has a lot of power in that bat. He was really good at those Yankees last season.
That's ball 3.
Three
Three
balls
balls,
here
no
thrown to
strikes.
Matt Carpenter. They might walk him to get to Austin Nola, which is actually a smart idea. As that was a pitch around the line, and the fans do not like that one bit. See what Lamet has in store for Carpenter. Carpenter hits a foul ball into the mesh. I think we have mesh there. A fan might have got hit. Full count here at Carpenter, and they walk Matt Carpenter. In my opinion, it's a
Ladies
smart
and
thing.
gentlemen, your attention,
Lamet is out of the
please.
game now, so they put in
Now,
Brad
pitching for
Hand,
Colorado,
lefty.
Number 55, Brad Hand.
Brad Hand, former member of Cleveland and Philly. Hand, he was fine. He was okay. He was good in Cleveland, and then when he left Cleveland, he kind of turned into like
Ball,
an
that's it.
okay reliever. Like, all right. He's bounced around the league the last couple seasons. He was in Philly 2 seasons ago, and then Toronto last year, and then now he's with Colorado. Which, I mean, in itself, you're kind of going into like a dumpster fire.
Too high.
Which I don't even know why you want to come to the Rockies anyway. The Rockies aren't going to win anything for a long time. 2-2 here to Nola. Nola, and that's a foul. Strange things about Brad Hand is whenever he seems to leave a team, they end up doing well the next time. After he leaves them. For example, the Phillies, the year after Brad Hand left them, they end up going to the World Series. So maybe this year the Toronto Blue Jays might go all the way to the World Series.
Down to 3-2.
Full count here as Trent Grisham's on deck, which would have him with the bases loaded.
That's ball
And
2.
Hand walks Nola, so now we got bases loaded opportunity for Trent Grisham. It's weird to say because Trent Grisham doesn't really see a loaded base opportunity very much,
1-0.
especially when it's cleanup. Whew. I don't even think he saw that at all in Milwaukee. Wow, an outside pitch called for a strike. Interesting call there by the umpire. The fans don't like that one bit here in San Diego, here at Petco Park. One of the best parks to watch a game in the MLB. Still like PNC Park in Pittsburgh more. That park is a great park. Hopefully you guys can see one of the games there. It's a great view. You have a nice view of the Pittsburgh skyline and the bridge that's going across the river. Grisham hits a ball. That's foul. They love hitting it to that side of the field. Whew. And hit there by Grisham. That's going to score 2 runs. You got to believe. Bryant throws, and that's only 1 run that comes in, though. Xander Bogaerts is up now for the 5th time today. Again, bases are loaded for him. They didn't want to test the arm of Chris Bryant. They tried that earlier today, and they got thrown out of home plate. It was a smart idea by the Padres.
That's the ball.
To a no-hitter, Bogaerts. Whew. Bogaerts is a ball. That's foul. We're most likely not going to even need the bottom of the 9th inning for Padres. 3-1 here. Cronenworth on deck. Are they going to walk Bogaerts, which would score a run? Which would be 10-0. And no, there is no more mercy rule. Full count to Bogaerts. And Bogaerts with another foul. Foul balls today with Brad Hand. This will be his 21st pitch right here. And a walk. They just walked Bogaerts. It's now 10-0 Padres. And here's Jay Cronenworth, who's had a great day. 3 for 4 today. He's hit a triple. He's done a triple. He's done a double. And this time he decides to fly out to right field. Or to left field, sorry. They tried to score here to make it 11-0. And they do. Austin Nola comes around from third base to score. It is now 11-0 Padres. And here's Juan Soto. Strike there thrown by Hand. I didn't see them most likely taking out Brad Hand to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Soto will foul that one off. 0-2 for Soto. And there's a strikeout for Brad Hand. That will end the 7th, but still more damage by the Padres. Top of the 8th here, Alan Trejo. The Rockies have not even scored a run yet. Trejo will hit a ball foul. Can the Rockies at least try to score 1 run? That is the question. If they score 1 run in this game. And second year Carpenter throws out Trejo. Jarrettson Profar now up. A foul by Profar. Musgrove part of that deadly Padre rotation. With him, Yu Darvish, Blake Snell, dangerous little three-headed monster pitching. Snell likes to be really inconsistent, but he's still a good pitcher. There's a strikeout again for Joe Musgrove. And up comes Ezekiel Tovar for the cleanup spot. The rookie shortstop.
Outside, that's a ball.
Over 23,000 people here for this game. Not as much as the Houston Astros and White Sox game. That's 30,000 people. Which makes sense. Houston is a great baseball city. The reason why they always fill up the seats there is because, well, right now the Astros are the only good team there right now because the Texans and Rockies are rebuilding.
Ball, that's just out.
2-2 to Tovar. And Tovar pops one up to right field. Tatis will grab that. And that's the end of the top of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 8th here. Fernando Tatis Jr.'s up the bat. Let's see what Brad Hand will do in this inning here. Or will he get pulled? Which, if he does in this inning, I won't be surprised. Tatis fouls another one off for an 0-2 count for Brad Hand. Tatis, another foul off a slider, which was not even in the zone. After this game, we're going to take a half-hour break, or 24 or 45-minute break, and then we'll come back with the third game of today, which will be the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Los Angeles Dodgers at Dodger Stadium in LA, as the Diamondbacks have that series in their favor right now, being 1-0 for them. And Game 4 will be at Seattle at T-Mobile Park, as it will be the Cleveland Guardians and the Seattle Mariners. Cleveland leads that series 1-0 after a great extra innings battle. Tatis hits on the middle, but that's going to be easily fielded, and that will be the first out of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 8th, I should say. Manny Machado is now up for his 5th appearance of the day. And a ball thrown by Hand. Very shocking that was a ball. Manny rocks left-handed pitching. Or not left-handed pitching. He rocks righties as he's a lefty.
2-0.
Or actually, no. No, I'm wrong. He's a right-handed hitter, so that means he rocks off lefties.
Nope. Outside.
Why did I think Machado was a lefty? I was thinking of Juan Soto. Anyway, 3-0 count here to Machado. And wow. Fans are giving it to the umpire after that count as a strike. Machado hits a ball, and that will be a fair ball. Machado will get first, and that's his 3rd hit of today. Nelson Cruz is up now. He's 2 for 4. Cruz hits a ball. That will be a nice one for him. Machado stays the 2nd. Cruz is on 1st. With Matt Carpenter now at bat.
14, second baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Hand, and Carpenter fouled them off. I believe that if Brad Hand gives him one more hit, he'll be out. He'll be taken out of the game.
That's a ball.
1-1 to Carpenter. He's 0 for 3 today, but he did get walked. One and two hitter Carpenter, and they get the strikeout on Matt Carpenter.
That's ball 2.
2-2 to Carpenter.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, big yard. And Carpenter hits a ball. That will most likely be a fly out. Yes. Wow. Bryant had to run fast. Machado does not tag up, so not much there for them. Austin Knoll is now up. This will be the last inning the Padres will be hitting. Because what's the sense of them needing to hit in the bottom of the 9th inning when they're already up 11-0?
Hey.
1-1 to Nola here.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's do a challenge for the Rockies now. Let's see if the Rockies will at least get 1 run in the 9th inning. Nola, he flies up to center. They'll end the 8th inning. Here we go. Top the 9th, 11-0 Padres. We're 3 outs away from the end of the game.
Count
Musgrove's
1-0.
going to pitch this inning. He is riding a complete game shutout right now. And he completed
2
is the
balls,
question.
No strike.
Whew. Musgrove, former member of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Hey.
2-1 here for Musgrove. The only other matchup that's happening today that does not involve the West divisions in the AL and NL is a
3 balls,
matchup in
1
the
strike.
NL East. It's the New York Mets versus the Miami Marlins. And Diaz will get a hit there to the right field where the Tatis is. Here's Charlie Blackmon up to bat. Musgrove this be his 113th pitch in the game that he's thrown. Blackmon hits a ball, and that's foul. Off near where the show sign is here at Petco Park.
Ball.
1-1 here to Blackmon. And one of the fans are deciding to boo the umpire for calling that a ball. Charlie decides to say that, but that's a strike
1 ball,
anyway, even though it
2
was
strikes.
outside. 1-2 to Charlie Blackmon.
Yep, that ball went out.
2-2 now. And now we got a full count to Blackmon with Chris Bryant up to bat. Rockies are trying to get at least 1 run in this. And that's a walk to Charlie Blackmon. Musgrove's going to be taken out of the game, and that will bring in Steven Wilson.
Number 36, Steven Wilson.
Let's see if Steven Wilson can stop the Rockies from getting 1 run. Here's Chris Bryant. Fastball by Wilson. Good day for Joe Musgrove, even though he walked a couple people. That's fine for him. He'll take it. Bryant gets a hit. That's a great hit for Chris Bryant. Soto throws. Blackmon trying to score. He does. Or Diaz scores. Finally, the Rockies have a run today. It is now 11-1. CJ Cron up the bat.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
So finally, the Rockies get a run on the board thanks to Chris Bryant. Took all the way into the 9th inning.
1 strike.
Padres had a couple guys in the bullpen. Nabal, Chris Matt, and Drew Palmgrens. Yeah, Palmgrens. Palmgrens. There you go, Palmgrens. It's like palm and fruit. You know what I mean. One and 2 here to Crone. Whew. Crone hits it up. Uh-oh, second, first, double play. And the Rockies are down to 1 final out. The bell will sound here in San Diego as Elias Diaz is now here. And they get the last out of the game, which means the bell will ring 3 times.
Two balls,
2-0
no
count
strike.
here to Diaz. Runners on third base, that's Chris Bryant. Or no, that's Charlie Blackmon, not Chris Bryant. 2-1 to Diaz. Whew. Diaz pops one up, and Soto's going to catch this one, and that'll end the game. Padres win 11-1 here in San Diego to keep a commanding 2-0 series lead over the Rockies. Win here for the Padres to go 2-0 in the series. Joe Musgrove gets the win, and Kyle Freeland gets the loss. The Padres win 11-1 as they lead the series 2-0. Player of the game is Jake Cronenworth for the Padres. He went 3 for 4 and he had a triple and a double. Bodarts entered game 2, 2 for 4. Cruz went 3 for 5. Christian went 2 for 3. As there we go. Our next game, as I went the wrong way on this saver, it'll be the Dodgers versus Diamondbacks in Los Angeles. Merrill Kelly is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. For the Dodgers, it'll be Julio Urias. We'll see you in Dodger Stadium for that game.